late aesthetic patients. And, time is money. Time is money, guys. And they say in the world of aesthetics, late patients are like ticking time bombs. They are threatening to blow up your carefully crafted schedule, and it's going to potentially cost you revenue opportunities. So today I'm going to be sharing with you best practices for handling those tardy patients with grace and with efficiency. So if you are new here, I'm Caitlin Kaufman, CEO and founder of Diamond Accelerator, and I help aesthetic businesses fill their schedule, replicate results of top performers, and extinguish those daily fires so that you can consistently hit your revenue goals. Okay, now handling late patients, it requires a balance of understanding, empathy, in setting clear boundaries, right? Because we don't want to create bad habits. And we don't want to be, consistently, just taking it from anyone, right? That is taking advantage of us. So here are some tips on how to handle those late patients. All right. So tip number 1 is to really try to get ahead of it by managing expectations in advance. Just as much as possible, you want to try to get ahead of it, right? And set clear expectations and communicate with them. So utilizing phone, text, and email. Trying to send them reminders, talk to them, right? Being top of mind is really going to help prevent some of those late patients. Now, the next thing is that you want to contact that late person right away, right? If a patient is running late, it's a really good practice for you to reach out to them instead of just sitting back passively. That's going to help you do a couple different things. So first, if they are running late, you can get a handle on like how close or how far out they are, or if it's not possible, right? And you're not even going to be able to see them, or they're not going to make it, so that you can just shift accordingly. Because the worst thing is they're running late or they no-show you, right? And then your staff was just sitting there doing nothing. But if you contacted them, right, let's just say they're 3, 4, 5 minutes late, give them a phone call to check on them, and then they can let you know, I'm 1 minute out, I'm 5 minutes out, I'm 20 minutes out, whatever it may be. So it's going to allow you to adapt and make changes. So pick up the phone, guys, and to check on their status, right? So that's going to allow you to adapt and potentially save that appointment or revenue, or make necessary adjustments from there. Also, the next thing is that you have to really practice empathy and understanding, right? So you've got to be understanding of circumstances that are beyond the person's control: traffic accidents, emergencies, and just life happening, right? I'm a mom, I'm a business owner, I'm a daughter, I'm a wife, right? We have a lot of responsibilities and stuff happens sometimes, right? Of course, we don't want to create habits, but I can tell you, and it's always so funny to me because, I'll have clients that get so irritated and frustrated with late patients or with no-shows, right? But on the flip side, professional to professional, I still have clients that are late, that no-show me, because it happens to everyone, right? I'll have clients be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm late for our meeting because my client was late, which then made her late, right? Well, maybe she was late because the bus came late to pick up her kids, that then made her late for you. So there's always things, right, that happen. And so we want to come with grace and understanding and empathy for what that person is going through. in reason. Okay. So one of my favorite ways, so once I pick up the phone to call them, to check on them, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm just 5 minutes out, or I'm 10 minutes out, right? Listen, you have someone that wants to come and give you money. So I want you to make every possible option for them to come in, even if that means that you need to make some adjustments in the schedule, even if that means that, you know, they come in and you put them back in the room and someone has to jump in and talk to them and entertain them for a while as you're trying to transition from one to the next. Here's the reality is a really skilled practice or front desk manager, right, can make it happen. Right. And it's worth it at the end of the day to not miss out on that revenue, that appointment, and to postpone them, right? Because they may not come back, or maybe they were like, it's next month or the month after, right? There's a big trickle effect with that. So what if instead you said, don't worry, drive safe. We're here for you when you're ready, when you get here. And can I make you a coffee, cream, and 2 sugars, right? That's how you like your drink order. Because you can check, you know, you should have that luxury personal experience. So check in your EMR in that patient's profile, what their drink order is, right? Do they have water, coffee, tea? Is there a favorite soda that they have, right? That's that luxury 5-star experience that people are going to love, that they're going to remember, that they're going to feel like you're not just treating them like another number or a patient, right? That you really care about them, right? You can be, when they said, oh, my daughter is sick. Oh, Sally's not feeling good, because you can see in their chart that the name of her daughter is Sally, right? And then you come back and be like, I understand that you're running a little bit late. Can I get you? And again, that custom, I know that you like this drink. I know that you're what your daughter's name is, right? Whatever the circumstances is, that's that personal care and attention that is going to keep patients loyal, that is going to get patients to spend more with you, to choose you. Okay. So I want you to lead with a lot of empathy and compassion when patients are late, within reason. Okay, of course I have that disclaimer, but just imagine if you were treated with that high level customer care, right? And not just treated like a number. Oh, sorry, like let us know when you can reschedule, right? You're likely going to miss out on that opportunity. Okay, so back to the disclaimer. Number 4, assess the situation, right? And adapt. Listen, if they miss the first 30 or 45 minutes of numbing into their hour treatment, and there's just no way that you guys can adjust to it, right? You got to reschedule and follow your standard policies and procedures for lateness, right? You got to, right? But what I'm saying is, when people are 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes late, if you can make adjustments, if you can adopt, and there's a lot of different ways to look at this, right? Like, you know, and maybe someone else's patient came early, right? And so then you can flip flop, and one can numb and one can wash the face, and maybe the front desk can jump in and just entertain and talk to them for a while. The reality is, guys, is when you have to, you can make it work. And why wouldn't you when you have a patient that wants to pay you money? So if I'm the business owner, if I'm the practice manager, I have expectations of the team of, we are providing first-class luxury customer service. And part of that means that we have to adapt, right? We have to go above and beyond. And sometimes that means we have to deal with late patients, okay? And so I want you to keep that in mind of how you could, with grace, with respect, with compassion, handle that late patient, right? And a great way is to be like, listen, don't rush. I don't want you to get in a ticket. I don't want you to get a ticket. I don't want you to get in a car accident. We are going to be ready for you. And oh, can I get you your favorite drink? I see here that you love Sprite, right? Can I have that ready for you when you come in? And then it kind of like, it puts their guard down a little bit and shows that, you know, human to human, right? And so I want you to lead with compassion. And then, okay, here's the thing, right? The last thing is that if the lateness becomes a reoccurring problem. If you feel like they are, just taking advantage of your luxury 5-star customer service, leading with compassion and empathy, then you need to address the issue, right? So if the lateness becomes a recurring problem, then you need to address it, 1, respectfully, right? 2, privately, and then 3, in a real constructive manner. So you can share your concerns, you could ask for reasons to make sure that there's nothing that you're unaware of or that you don't understand, and then just discuss clear potential solutions or your policies, right? So that you can establish really clear boundaries and consequences at the end of the day. Okay. Hey, House of Beauty. Wow, we got a lot of people. Hey, Shay. Director of Aesthetics, and lots of great people joining us live on Instagram. Thanks so much. Anyone have any questions before we wrap up? And really, to wrap things up, is being adaptable and balancing understanding with assertiveness. That is the key, guys, is being adaptable, right? Being adaptable, which, as business owners, as friends, as partners, we always have those people in our lives that run late. I'm one of those. For Shay, who is here watching, I run late sometimes with her, right? And so we want to lead with compassion and empathy, but we also want to make sure that it's not becoming excessive and we're being taken advantage of, and that we're wasting our time, money, and resources. But very, very important that your front desk reaches out to them early, right? Don't wait until it's 10 or 15 minutes. I say 3 to 5 minutes, man, be calling them. That way, let's say they are like, I'm just not going to make it. Then you can let the provider know, and they can dive into charting. They can dive into looking through their before and after pictures so that they can post on social media, right? There's a million things that they could be doing versus, I'm not going to start something because I know my patient's just going to show up in a minute, right? So why even get started? So there's so many if then this that, but we got to get ahead of it. We got to manage expectations, and we got to be adaptable, because when someone wants to give you their money, then you need to be able to shift and make changes in order for them to be able to gladly hand you their credit card. All right. I hope that you found these tips helpful. And if you love this training, make sure that you share it with your team or another aesthetic practice that could benefit. You can catch the replay on my YouTube channel, and to get access to more free trainings that will grow your aesthetic practice, visit my link tree in my social bio. Be sure to join me live every Wednesday, 2:30 Central Time, same place. Find me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Thanks, guys.